welcome back to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Uzama_Mkhize on all my social media platforms. Today we are doing something different. Today we're doing a story time, basically of how a guy this is basically of how I'm even, you know what, cringing at the story time, you know. As you can already see by the title, this is a story time of how a guy actually made me sleep in the same bed with his side chick. Anyways, okay, guys, if une trauma just like me of getting dribbled, trust me, this channel will get your trauma very high, because I have so many story times. The queen of being dribbled. At this particular point in my life, I've embraced ukuba dribbled. I've accepted it. I've welcomed it with an open heart. Ukuthi ngizoba dribbled for as long as ngikhipha ngifaka umoya ekhaleni lam. Anyways, so I have a bev right here. I'm drinking some gin and lemonade. It's actually base gin. It's not even my gin, because I just didn't want to feel like, I just wasn't feeling like wine or brutal fruit, because you do have brutal fruit for myself as well as wine lately, but then I wasn't feeling like it. He went out for prayers. He's supposed to be back any minute now, so he might just come and disturb me. And excuse the rain, it's actually, there's a thunderstorm going on. So anyways, let's jump into the video. Don't forget to like, guys, comment, but most especially, the most important thing, guys, please subscribe. Like, I would really appreciate it if you guys subscribe. Subscribing literally shows me that you want to see me here doing more of the videos, and you know, you want me to actually grow the channel, so I can also invest in like my time and all of that. I really enjoy doing this, and your support is really highly appreciated. Anyway, let's jump into the video. Okay, nigga, guys, so I met this guy in November. I'm not gonna say the year, because if I say the year, people are gonna figure it out. So I met the guy in November, and we dated with the guy, and everything was beautiful, everything was cute. Like, besithandana, guys, like our relationship was so beautiful. We met on social media. It's social media after all, so you can meet people there, you know. Finally, guys, we met on social media. Everything was so cute. Like, we were genuinely in love with each other. Like, when we'd wake up in the morning, I'd find a cute text from him, like an essay type of a text, you know, he was telling me how much he loves me, angangithanda, angangena nje ehlathini for me, angaqenya iphayiton for me, angaqukula ibhasi alithwale for me. Ayibo, we talking he would catch a grenade for me. Uyabona kumnandi, guys, i-vibe ikhona. I-Valentine's Day every day, all day. Sise Thailand mana, sipping on ama cocktails out of a coconut thing. Uyabona kumnandi. Okay, guys, then time goes on, siyajola ne. So we started dating, we met in October, but we started dating in November. Fine, guys, siyajola, kumnandi, everything is sweet, everything is cute. And then he goes home, because he wasn't originally from Pietermaritzburg. I was in Pietermaritzburg at that time. He wasn't originally from there. If kuthiwa umjolo wase Pietermaritzburg will hurt you, buzamina umjolo wase PMB, PMB will show you flames. Uzonya unyisa yi PMB. You understand? Uzoslima, uzozaca because of the PMB. Nonetheless, let's carry on with the story, guys. He goes home, because originally he wasn't from there. He lived like his original home was 3 hours away from PMB. Cute. Okay, fine, guys. Sorry, I thought this is my man arriving, but it's somebody else's car. Anyway, so then he comes, he goes home. And then while he's gone, we keep in communication. You don't get into a cute man, guys. You understand, like, everything about our relationship was couples goals. You know, it was screaming couple goals. Funny enough, before he left, he promised me that, you know what, babe, we'll keep in contact. I would never ever do anything to hurt you. I'll make sure that our relationship is just, the best. Okay, yeah, guys. Sorry, I had to pause that. I had a call coming through. So, anyways, we continued dating. Around like the 26th, 27th of December, he starts changing. How I'm just like, he was gonna come back, I think, on the 7th of January. So like I was holding on, like waiting for him patiently. Most guys, like if nitandana, you guys wanna be together constantly, you understand? So like him not being around was really like affecting our relationship and all of that. Excuse me, there's makeup products here because I was doing my makeup. Okay, cool. Then he starts changing around the 26th, 27th of December. And now I can't reach him on the phone. If I reach him, he'd literally just talk to me for like 2 minutes and then he'd cut the call. If I question him about it, I remember there was a time where I asked him, I was like, it was New Year's Eve. I said to him, you're so distant. I haven't spoken to you for like a day or two. When you're speaking to me, you keep saying you're going to get back to me and that's it. Like, what's going on? He fought with me to a point where he said, you know what, let's break up. If you feel as if I'm not treating you well, let's break up. One thing about Amadoda Zulu, guys, one thing about a Zulu man, he will make you feel guilty for his business. A Zulu man will make you feel guilty. I'm not going to speak on other tribes, I don't know. But a Zulu man, from my personal experience, firsthand, a Zulu man will show you when he doesn't want you anymore. You get me? But then again, like he'll show you he doesn't want you today, and then tomorrow he'll be the person that's in your life and wants to be with you. You get me? So like a Zulu man will confuse the living daylights out of you. You'll end up, you'll end up being so confused, feeling as if, am I coming? Am I going? Do I have a left or right foot? What's going on? You get me? So like a Zulu man will let you get lost. The Zulu man will lead you into a forest willingly. Anyways, back to the point at hand. Let me not derail. So he made me feel guilty to the point that he dumped me New Year's Eve. I think he dumped me at 23:30. So it was like 30 minutes before the actual Happy New Year. Guys, ngagoa. I remember that New Year's Eve, crossing into 2019, I was crying my eyes out. You understand? Reason being, this man is my everything. Like, at this particular point in time, it's only been a matter of 3 months, but like, our relationship is so, it's amazing. You understand? Like, we post each other, we constantly with each other. So like him leaving and going home and then he changes like this drove me crazy. It literally just drove me mad. But anyway, so then, fine, guys. He breaks up with me. The following day, he tells me I should never ever lead him to a point where he dumps me ever again. So, I must never ask or question him if he's acting funny because I'll have a fear of he's gonna dump me type of situation, you get. So like, for me, that was red flag number 1. That the relationship was not going to be a fruitful one. But then again, like the heart wants what it wants. If you're at a point where you just love somebody wholeheartedly, you will not give up on the person. You'll constantly see good in them, even if they're treating you like trash. You get me? Okay. Anyway, guys, the 7th comes. He comes back to Pietermaritzburg. I meet up with him the same day he arrives. We happy, but funny enough, his phone was out of sight. You get? So like he would, when I asked him, where's your phone, babe, he'd be like, no, I'm charging it or whatever, so I stayed that day and I left the following day. It was cute, man. Like our relationship went back to what it was. I remember around the 15th of that month, he came at work with hot wings, because I love hot wings. Like, excuse me, sorry guys, I love hot wings. Like, it's one thing that I can eat forever and ever, and then I die in the bathroom. It's okay. So he came by at work. I was a receptionist at that time. He came by at work and he came through to drop me off this hot wings. It was a mixture of dunked wings and zinger wings. So like I was a gone girl at that point. I was blushing. Like how a useless nigga can do the bare minimum and you'd go crazy about it. But looking at it now, like, I would never have accepted that, because it's cute for him to buy me hot wings, but not when he's been treating me bad. You get me? It's not an apology. You can't buy me hot wings and apologize. Like, no. So finding a guys, not knowing that that day was the day I would see him for the last time when we are actually happy. Because after that, calamity stroke. You understand? Somebody just texted me, but I don't know who that person is. Anyway, so do you know when they say wahala? Shortly after that, wahala starts saying, "Chai, that man don't kill me for this my life." Oh, hi guys, fine. Then I ask him when I'm okay. I think like we used to see each other every weekend, so like I was accustomed to the fact that I'm gonna see him this weekend. Only for him to say to me, "Babe, you're not gonna see me this weekend. I'll only see you on Sunday. I'm not gonna fetch you from work on Friday. I'm only gonna see you on Sunday." So I asked him, "How? Why, babe? Like, do you have commitments or what's going on?" He says, "No, I'm not gonna explain myself to you. I'm a man after all." Red flag number 2. A man who feels as if you're questioning him, you're questioning his authority. Fine, guys, I let it pass. I kept complaining to my friend that, "Your friend, you know what, like, this man is treating me so bad. At this point, I don't know if we're in a relationship or what's going on." You understand? So I'm gonna name the guy because of his lies. That man used to lie, hey, like he was a professional liar. He was a liar. Let's find a suitable name for him. He's the type of man that's capable of coming back and saying, "I was swallowed by a fish, being in clans all this time." Same way as Jonah came back and said, well, Jonah wasn't lying. But he's capable of saying that in this day and age. So his name will be Jonah, ne? Finding a guy. So there's Jonah, ne, which is the guy I was dating. And then there's going to be my friend. I'm going to name her Mbali. I'm going to name my friend Mbali. And then there is going to be Mbali's boyfriend. Mbali's boyfriend, I'm going to name Mbali's boyfriend Mandla. Right? Okay. So, no, I'm going to name Mbali's boyfriend Solomon. Because he's such a clever man. But his name is Solomon, ne? So, Samson, Ubano Solomon. Hi guys, whatever. Lord. So is Solomon. So it's Solomon, it's Mbali, it's Jonah. I get fine guys. So I was speaking to Mbali this entire time, Mbali, because Solomon and Jonah are friends. Mbali and I are friends. It's a coincidence that I'm dating this guy who they both know. And I know the girl, you understand? It's not that it was a something that was planned. It was just a coincidence that I met this guy. And Peter Marisburg is small. One thing you can't take away from PNB. PNB is small. Your ex will know your current boyfriend at that point in time. Like, PNB is small. Okay, you're cool, yeah, guys. Then I was telling Mbali, this guy's really hurting me. Like, I don't understand. And at that point, I even gave him money. I think that's my boyfriend. I hope it's not him because he's going to disturb me. Thank God it's not him. Is it him? No, thank God it's not him because he's going to disturb me. Anyway, so okay, guys, fine. I was telling Mbali, this guy's doing this and that to me. I don't appreciate it. Like, he's making me feel so bad. One thing about me, I will spend on you if I love you. So this guy, I think he came by my workplace on Friday and told me that he's broke. He doesn't have petrol money. I gave him the last of my money, guys. Remember, it was January. So I gave him the last of my money. I'm not going to say how much I gave him, but I gave him I gave him the last of my money. I gave him money. He took it and he left. Only to find that, I'll explain. So he took the last of my money. I remained broke. Because you know what? I had hoped that when, like, when you're looking after your partner, he looks after you too. You understand? Fine, guys. Hi. So then after that, I tell Umbali, this guy, ganjani, and then Umbali is like to me, no friend, like ask the guy to come see you. You guys need to talk. Like just iron things out with him. Let him know it's okay. You don't want to go to his place because he doesn't want you coming to his place. But at this particular point, you want to know what's going on. You want to let him know about your feelings and all of that. Fine. So, okay. Ujona was refurbishing his house. Not his house, his apartment. He was painting his apartment wall. And he invited Solomon to come and help him paint. You understand? Okay. And then he was painting the house with Solomon. So when Solomon was there, he stayed there until very late. So Ujona had to take Solomon home to Umbali. Solomon and Umbali used to live together. So Jonah drove and took Solomon home to Umbali, ne? And Umbali told me, it was around 11 at night. Umbali was like, Zama. At that point, the guy's phone was off. Ujona's phone was off. Like, since I gave him the money, he turned his phone off. Then Umbali was like, Zama, quickly call Jonah and ask him to come and see you, because Mbali's home was like 10 minutes away from my home. So like when he's coming to drop off Solomon, it's not going to be a problem for him to come and see me. You understand? So then she was like, Zama, tell him to come and see you quickly because he's coming this side. So I call him, his phone is off. I tell him, Mbali, his phone is off. Mbali's like, no, call Solomon. This is Solomon's number. I text Solomon. Solomon is Mbali's boyfriend. So I call Solomon. Nangambela, Solomon answers. Solomon is like, hello. I'm like, hello, Solomon. You're speaking to Uzama. Uzama ga Jonah. Uzama umbali umgani gambali. He's like, oh, hey, sis, unjani. I'm like, I'm good, unjani. He's like, I'm good. He's like, okay, how can I help? I'm like, are you with Jonah right now? Because I'd like to speak to him. His phone is off. I get Solomon is like, yes, I'm with Jonah. Not a problem. He gives Jonah the phone. Jonah's like, sure. He answers with the most annoyed voice ever. At his show. I'm like, hey, ngicela bandla usu lodukshiya uSolomon uzuzongibheka. I just need to talk to you. We need to iron things out. Athi ngeke ngikwazi ngithi ngiyacela. Did I not start begging the guy? Did I not start begging the guy to come see me? I started begging the guy. Gamunenga guys. Like, gamunenga to come see me. Fine. He agrees, he comes. Nangambela when he comes around midnight. He's sweaty as hell. He looks like he's been painting the entire day, so it's whatever. I'm like, we've been so distant. Don't I feel like you're not into this relationship anymore? Are you still into it? What's going on? You know, I lay down everything. You know how we as women go and just, you know, speak our hearts out. Then he's like to me, I'm still very much into you. I love you so much, but the only problem I'm facing is that since it's January, you haven't posted me at all. All you've been posting is your son and his first day at school. And for me, that just made me feel like I can't be in a relationship with somebody who has a child when I don't, because at the end of the day, I'll always be jealous of the child. That was red flag number 3. I was at that particular point, I was supposed to leave the relationship, because how can you speak of my son and say you're jealous of my son? So am I supposed to kill my son just because you're in my life now? Yeah. Fine, guys. Me being me, in love, and I'm stupid. Judge me all you want, guys. I tell them, no, but then I'm sorry. Like, okay, every time I post my son, I'm going to post you too. Like, I'm going to post my son in the first picture and then post you too in the second picture. I promise I'm not going to make you feel jealous. Don't. Or I can post my son and I can exclude you from the status. Does it not say, yes, please exclude me? Yet, when we went into the relationship, I told him, I was like, I have a child. You don't have a child. I'm not comfortable with it. And he was like to me, no, it won't ever be an issue. I love kids. That's what he said. And he's like, I work with kids, so like it's okay. Hi, guys. Okay, fine. he then says to me, I'm gonna fetch you on Sunday. We're gonna spend time together. Please don't worry. And I'm like, but babe, I wanna go with you now. Like, I miss you, you know. Then he's like, no, babe, you can't go now at my place. I need time to myself. I'm gonna fetch you on Sunday. Hi guys, I go back home. When I go back home, I sleep, and then in the morning, Umbali asks me how did the meeting go? And I tell her, and she's like, hi, but this guy is being like, he's being an ass to you, and I'm gonna tell you that this guy is cheating. I'm like, friend, do you think so? She's like, I don't think so. I know so. The guy at the moment doesn't want you at his place because his girlfriend from Emakaya is at his place. And the girl arrived a week ago. When the guy asked you for money, it was to pay for the girl's transport. Hey. Yeah, amadoda. Finding it, guys. Hi. I cry, I'm hurt, you know, like, and then I call him, he's not answering. I video call him, he declines the video call. At that particular point in time, I got the message, you understand? And then he says to me, babe, I don't have battery, I can't answer your video call. I'll fetch you tomorrow afternoon. Right now I'm going to a Maskandi festival, so I'm not going to be able to fetch you. I say, cool, bananas, no problem. Then I ask him, when are you going to come back from the festival? Excuse me, sorry guys. I'm asking him, when are you gonna come back from the festival? He says, I'm gonna come back around 11 at night. Then I say to him, no problem. Will you be able to fetch me that time so that at least we can spend the night, and then Sunday during the day, and then Sunday afternoon I come back because I have to prepare for my son on Monday morning, and I also have work Monday morning. So like, you know, he's like, no problem, I'll fetch you. Cool. And again, slimmer guys. At that point, like, my anger was building up. I mean, one thing about me, my anger will build up. Like, at one point, I'll be okay. I'll think I got this. An hour later, I'm fuming. I'm running around the house. I'm angry, you know? I was so angry. I'm thinking, you took money from me only for your woman. You've been treating me badly. You've been telling me I'm not woman enough because I have a child. And at the back of my mind, I'm just like, what's what at this point? If I catch him red-handed, he won't have an excuse and this will be done. That's what I told myself. That's you know, I was ready. One thing about me, I will never fight a woman for a man. But one thing about me, I will dig for evidence. I will dig, which is what I went to do that day. Fighting it, guys, and king. I go to his place now. That's where I'm actually going. And I used the last taxi. It was about something to 8. I arrive at the gate. I'm like, who's going to open for me? Because he lives in the public facility. So he lives in the school. And then like at the back of the school, there's like a 4-room house that he lives in. 3-room house that he lives in. So then I call his cousin. I'm like, Mzala, I'm here at the gate. Your cousin is not here. He said, Angizem, you're going to open for me and then he's going to meet me here. He's like, I don't have the key for the house. I'm like, no, I have the key for the house. It's just for the gate. He left the key for the gate. Lying. The Mzala comes. The Mzala loves me. Mzala comes, opens the gate. He's like, okay, sure. I'm going out for like drinks with my friends. I'm like, sharp. All right. Okay, good guys. So sorry for the break and whatnot. I was still just fixing my camera. I start dating it fast before the lighting goes really bad but babe did promise that he's gonna get me a ring light pretty soon, so our problems will be solved. Anyway, finally guys, I get into the gate straight to the man's apartment. Okay, I know very well he's not there because he said he's gonna come back late from the festival. I'm walking. I get there, you knock. Silence. I have an overnight bag. I'm here to sleep. Gizolala. Anyways, good guys. Fine. The girl comes and there's a window next to the door. Okay, la figure. And she like opens the curtain next to the window of the door. Next to the door. She's like, she's wearing my night dress. My night dress, yummy, that I left at the guy's, my nightie. Hey, amadoda. At that particular point, I got so angry. I got so mad, you know, like I got so mad and disappointed at the fact that how can you do me this dirty? Like, we've been a vibe, setandana. At this point, we are even sharing DNA. How are you doing this? You know, like, how are you doing this to me? You know? Wangidudetha umfana wasemakhaya. A guy that's not even in my level. I stooped. I took my level a bit down for him. Wangenza kodwa. So ladies, compromise. Uzogila nje umfana. Anyway, hi guys. At that point, she took Gela phone the boyfriend. And then I move from the door. I go and I find a classroom that's empty and I go sit at the classroom. At this point, I don't have transport going back home. I know, like, what was I expecting, you know? And then my phone rings. The guy is calling me. I answer. I'm ready to ask him, and then what's going on when the girl, the guy's like, Ufunan lab. I'm just like, sorry? Atobizoban, Ufunan, Eluhambiagin. There's no transport at this point, and I'm your girlfriend. You told me I'm the one and only, yet you're cheating on me. So again, you are gonna come here, you are gonna take me home, and you are never gonna see me ever again. I dropped the phone, fine. I sat in that classroom for close to 2.5 hours. I'm hungry, I'm angry, I'm crying, I'm everything all at once. Because, like, I really loved that nigga, you know, like, so it really hurt me what he was doing, you get me? So then, finally, guys, and then he comes eventually. He wakes me up, he's like, Vugawen. He's looking so mad. At that point, he was pink. He's like, Vuk. I wake up, I'm like, at that point, I had a scarf, and I laid the scarf down on the floor, and I slept on the floor. You understand? My daughter, guys, I was sleeping on the floor. He wakes me up like, Vuk. I wake up. And I'm like, but I'm your girlfriend. At that point, I didn't tell him that my friend Umbali told me that, you know, like, I'm your girlfriend. He's like, you know what? Nkatele, I want to go sleep. And at that point, the guy was even smelling of Elase. If you know Elase, the perfume. I even have it here somewhere. At that point, don't mind my man's washing behind me. I just brought it back from the washing the dryer. Yeah. So I'm gonna iron it and like sort it out later. So he was smelling of this. This I wear, like, I love the smell of this. But like now, like, I like to put it on before I go to bed because, like, it smells really nice. So anyway, he was smelling of Elase, and I'm just like, you smelling of a woman, and you coming to me, and there's another woman in your room. Like, I'll make and that woman is in my gown, my night dress. Make it make sense. Fine, guys. We walk to his apartment. We get there. He takes out the key in his pocket. He had locked the girl in. Like, he went the entire day. That guy. One thing about that guy, he was so selfish when it came to himself. You know, like, he would do crazy stuff. Like, you guys are still gonna realize that in the more story times that I'm gonna tell about John. He would do things, like, so selfish things that he wouldn't even want done to his own sisters, and then justify it as, you're a woman, you're supposed to be okay with it. You get me? And he was good at manipulating you. You'd see it as, it's okay for him to treat me like this. I deserve it. You understand me? That's a story for another day, though. Like, okay, fine, guys. We get there. He opens the door. The girl is on the bed, is not sleeping. And because I go shy 2 in the morning. So clearly the girl is also frustrated and ufrazegil, yabo. So I go to the bedroom and I take my slippers, because they were my slippers. I took my slippers, I wore my slippers. I went into the wardrobe, I took my gown. I put on my gown. And then he's like, Wazanla no babil. Both of y'all come here. I'm just like, excuse me, this nigga better not play with me. You know, like, this nigga, what is a we go. Shale Panty. First thing he says is like, Zama. What am I gonna name her? Zama uThabile. Thabile uZama. Thabile, uzama lona uhlala lana ePMB na intombi yami engathandana nayo before wena zama uThabile lona uhlala ngasemakhaya la ngiphuma khona ngihlangane naye ngoDecember. I met her in December when I went home to visit my family. And I love the both of you guys. I don't want stress. Can you guys not stress me out at this point? I'm tired. Ngifuna ukulala ningangibangela isicefe. Nina nobabili nizolela embhedeni owani. Embhedeni mina ngizondlala phansi. Thabile uphekile yini ngilambile ngifuna ukudla before ngilale. Hey! Yay! I was like, what? You must be joking with me, yo. Guess what I did? I kept quiet. Because at this point, if I question him even more, he's going to throw me out in the dark and I'm going to be fucked, basically. Natula, guys. A long story short, we ended up sleeping on the same bed with Ukeli. She was a sweetheart. I won't lie to you guys. She was a sweetheart. Because at that point, she got up and made him food. I was just like, and she was on some, yeah, baba type of, like literally, when he was talking to her, she would use his clan names to respond. For example, let's say the guy, Waramkiz, the girl responded, yebo khabazela ngizokwenzela ngikwenzele netiye nomzophuza drink khabazela. That's how shame. And only to find the girl had 2 kids back home, yet he was telling me I'm not good enough because I had a boy. I had 1 son. You understand? The two kids were not even his kids. It was like me. I had 1 boy before the relationship. Yet he was criticizing me for having a child. That guy, guys, I have to end the story time here. My man just came back now. Besides, there's like the part 2 of it. I'll give the part 2 in a separate story time. Let me know if you guys would like to hear of how this whole thing ended. But basically, we all went to bed. And I slept next to the girl, but it doesn't end there. So let me know if you guys would like to know what happened next. I will come back with avoiding the red flags. He made me sleep in the same bed with the girlfriend part 2. Otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate your love and support. I see you guys in the comments. I see you guys on my socials. I love you guys so much. Please also help me grow my Instagram channel. My name is right here, Uzama_Mkhize, and also my TikTok. My name is right here, Uzama_Mkhize. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, leave a comment for me. Let me know what you guys would like me to do for you. And yeah, we'll see each other in the next video, honeys. I really enjoyed filming this. Don't forget to tell a friend Uzama has a YouTube channel. Bye. Kung kuchwala. Unenking, kung kuchwala.